National Human Resource Management, Workplace Mobility Assignment 2020. This is presented by Kejal Patel. That's me for Carla Moray. Agenda. In agenda, we're going to talk about visa cost and the documents required for the Indonesia work visa, time limit to work in the country, could the spouse, partner, or common law same-sex partner or work in Indonesia could work in Indonesia? Are there any implications or spouse or partners who are in common law of same-sex relationship? What are the limitations and issues for working in Indonesia? And the reference. Introduction. So we're going to talk about the work environment of Indonesia and the communication barriers. The work environment of Indonesia is very friendly and welcoming environment. People in Indonesia are always friendly and welcoming in the work environment and in general. The work culture places massive importance on the hierarchy of age and community. They are very polite and they address their colleagues with formal honorific prefixes. Communication barrier. English is not widely spoken in Indonesia and they value human relationship the most. They prefer to communicate smoothly. On to the cost of for the visa in Indonesia. We're going to talk about that the payments are made by the Employee Development Fund, that's DPK TPA. That's initially DPK TPA is a prepaid tax to government for hiring foreign employees. This fee is paid around $100 per month and needs to be paid upfront for the entire duration of the work permit. As you can see that if it's $100 for the month, then it means it's going to be more for 6 months. So for 6 months, work permit is $600, while for 1 year is $1,200. Adding on to this, there are other hidden costs associated with this regarding the cost for the visa in Indonesia. Moving on to the travel documents required. Yes, in order to get a work visa in Indonesia, we need an approval from the Indonesian government, where the employer needs to obtain approval to hire the foreign citizen. It means that the company or the organization must prove why they are hiring a foreign candidate over an Indonesian citizen. To gain a Indonesian work visa, both employer and employee, meaning the candidate who's going to work for the assignment, must submit certain documents, right? So the employer must obtain the RPTK from the Indonesian Ministry of Manpower. RPTK is basically Expatriate Placement Plan, and the employer has to apply for IMTA, which is submitted to the Ministry of Manpower. IMTA is the Indonesia Work Permit. On to the next slide, we're going to talk about the travel documents required for the IMTA submission. We would need a proof of education and experience related to the field or occupation. Suppose if I have a degree of experience of engineering, so I need to have a certain experience for engineering, suppose at least 4 or 5 years, that I can prove that I have had experience, that I'm capable of being there. Passport copy, certification of work experience of at least 5 years related to the current job, letter stating the transfer from one branch to the company to the Indonesian branch. So if I'm transferring from Canada, or if the person is transferring from Canada, so they need a transfer letter from Canadian headquarters to Indonesian for the Indonesian branch. Proof of insurance policy issued by Indonesian insurance company, national social security policy, and tax identification number if the employee must work in Indonesia for longer than 6 months. They must have the payment of DPKK, which is a skill and development fund fee that must be paid. That's very important. Travel documents required. Documents needed for work visa. Colored copy passport valid for 18 months. Colored copy CV or resume with the company stamp and signature by the company's director over the stamp. Colored copy of education certification that must be translated in English by with the company stamp and the director's signature on the stamp. Certification of work experience related to current job. Proof of an insurance policy issued by an Indonesian insurance company. 2 passport-size colored pictures. And if you're bringing your family in with you, then you would need 2 colored scans of the passports. Certification of marriage for spouse, which should be in English, or Bahasa, which is in Indonesian language. Certification of birth certificate if you have kids, it should be in English. 2 passport size photographs of each family members.